Welcome to today's collective reading. This is Trinity, Gaia, Consciousness. I'm going to open up with some sound resonance, and you might hear my cat playing in the background. So there's some playful, active energy right now. I invite you to take a deep breath, hold it for a moment, and then exhale it a little bit longer than you inhaled it. Doing this for 2 rounds, 3 rounds. Help calm that nervous system, ease that anxiety, allow you to think clear, heart rate will go down, cortisol levels will lower. All the good things that happen when your parasympathetic nervous system kicks in. Somebody's playful. Would you like a crystal? All right. Look at you. You're a regular old football player catching that crystal. Is it your crystal? Yeah. Okay. All right. Got definitely a different vibe for today. Like, I have a feeling that something that was said in my story seemed to be for, a collective tuning in, some kind of a supposed message, like code. So that was not a channeling. That was me legitimately telling my story. And I was referring in particular to teachers, friends, family, but in particular in that moment, I was referring to individuals who, at different points in this experience, I was able to learn a lot from observing and watching them. I learned a lot about the tarot. I learned a lot about, some of the lore and lingo, whatnot. But that's what I was referring to in particular. Just learning about this area of interest in particular that I was being called to work with. So, deep breath, pause, longer exhale. So this message is going to be specific to looking into and reaffirming, I guess, whatever needs to come through for this collective in particular. I pulled quite a spread here, so we have some options, and this is the deck that my hand landed on. So this is where we're going to begin. What guidance do we have for the collective today, in particular here? All right, one more shuffle like this. This way, things that are upright can go inverted. Things that are inverted can go upright. I get the feeling that there's inner critical voices, and they're not yours. They belong to other people. They're not yours. Listen to your inner voice. The King. All right. So this is control, reversal of fortune. Okay. I got to look a little more deeper into that with tarot here. What do you want us to know about? Woo! Look at that. Okay, so this is the 7 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so this is deception on its head. Okay. So this is for a collective. You have been feeling anxiety, stress, fear, or experiencing a string of bad luck, like things they come in threes, like that saying, like bad things they come in threes. Interesting. So it's a reversal of that. And, you know, 7 of Swords, it's a sword. This one is broken. It's a reversal of this. What more would you like us to know here about this control reversal of fortunes? Okay, we have the 10 of Cups and the upright. You're attracting the opposite sex, which really, this is just about attracting your desired, you know, your desired sex. There you go. Oh, is that word allowed? I don't even know right now. Okay, and then we have the 2 of Wands. So this is a partnership, upright also. Okay. So this is saying that for whatever reason they wanted me to look at the bottom of the deck, and I'm cool with that. Okay? So this is a 10 of Cups. You both bring to the table. You both are wanting to create this. This was inverted. This is where that inner critical voice had you thinking, oh no, the 10 of Cups will never happen. They're not working with me. They're working against me. That's not what's going on here, okay? It's not what's going on here. And they had me go with this. And this is a 7 of Cups in the inverted. This is palmistry with help from a noble person. This is just validating that inner critical voice does not have your best interest in mind. And you can use basic logic to put those two together in this scenario. What do they stand to lose? What is this inner critical voice? Who does it sound like? Who benefits if you listen to it? Do you, or does someone else? Do you end up feeling trapped, controlled, stuck, stagnant, while someone else gets to benefit? Well, this is just validating that inner critical voice does not have your best interest in mind. And it's very possible that this inner critical voice isn't even yours. It is someone projecting what they want you to think into your mind. And that's a form of psychic attack. So you can call judgment on that. You can set firm boundaries and you can reinforce them. You can get as creative as you like with that. This person crossed a boundary and they're looking to take your 10 of Cups from you and that partnership from you by getting you to believe that you don't already have it. It's all about your belief. All right. What do you want us to know now here with this? Because I want to leave these out here just to remind you. This is the reversal of what they wanted. Okay, so. Okay. They wanted to steal and keep you in a state of miserly. Okay. So you have a thief who was wanting to take this from you. Just validating it. And there's a lot here. It may only seem initially like it's just one of these kinds. Like maybe it's just keys to knowledge. Maybe it's balance. Maybe it's healing with the crystals. It's a resonance helping you to match the vibration for physical abundance or beauty or love or a union with the ring here. Passion even. They were wanting to take that and keep you stuck in this state of basically isolation, stubbornly choosing to be inflexible and not open. This individual, their heart is closed. That eye is not open. And they are alone. And their aura is broken up. It's not solid. It is permeable. They're vulnerable in this state. This is what they wanted. And I don't want them to speak here, but I do want that to be like, this is what they wanted for you. And this is what is being reversed right now. Anything that they wanted to take from you, they're not getting.
I have a high-pitched ring in my left ear right now. That could be a sync for some of you. I feel like bricks being thrown through windows. So if this is happening to you, or you just watched on like a movie or a TV show, or you're going to see it in a movie or a TV show, that can be a synchronicity for you with that. Maybe there's something like rubber banded to it or something, a message. Typically when that happens in movies, in my experience, and I'm probably not alone in this observation, you have some closed-minded individuals who don't want you to be yourself. And they want you to conform, and they do not want to grow, evolve, or change. When people do things like this, it's childish, and it's irresponsible, and it's reckless. There's possibly children around, and they don't care. Children is something that I'm getting a very strong sense of protectiveness within you around. Brawler, lack of empathy and confrontation. They didn't want you to stand up and fight for yourself, but you're already taped up. You're ready to go. You have no problem defending what is yours. And both these hands are in the upright. What's interesting, and this has never jumped out to me before to mention in this deck, this is the left hand first, and then this is the right hand. So this is receptivity, an openness to receive and experience, and then the choice to build, create, and manifest it. So feminine, masculine, receptive, active. Yeah, you're, for a fair amount of the individuals in this collective, sorry, I just bumped the mic there. A fair amount of individuals in this collective, you have already received the synchronicities and the downloads, and most of the information you had before you even came to this reading. All you needed was one little word, one image, one symbol, one reference, and a whole bunch of information became available to you. Woo! It's just, it's hard. We have a little dancing, like it really like did an acrobatic spin in the air. You have the keys, and you're open to receive both hands. And yet, again, you see that? Yeah. Yeah, you have so much coming in for you right now. So much happiness. And this is yet again another echoing of the wands. Sun. Yeah, guys. You have nothing to worry about. Let's grab some more synchronicities, because there are some here that are still just, they're having a hard time believing. And that comes from a space of woundedness and hurt. And for those of you in the collective that have already, like, you're like, oh, okay, I got it. Like, if you could hold space for these individuals right now, hold space, not seek to influence, not seek to, no, though that is theirs, but just hold space for them. Because if they are in this space, they can share this space with you, and they can feel your calm, your confidence, your assertive, like everything's fine. Now, this particular deck, I'm shuffling it like I do the other decks, but I don't read this one in the reverse. I'm going to state that right now. But I'm pretty sure I just shuffled it in the reverse. Now, if there is some kind of a sync here where something comes out in the reverse, it'll be like, are you sure this is what you want? Now, we're beginning with sadness. This frowny face, a little bit of tears out of the, that's the left eye. Okay. So you went to an emotional space where you thought that everything you've been working for, sacrificing for, working for, oh my gosh, so many hopes. It was, they were dead. Like, I'm getting like that tear in the tear tattoo. You know, I'm not really sure on this. I mean, you can definitely let me know in the comments below, but that teardrop is that's a symbol for having, you know, unalived somebody, right? Or something like that, right? I'm not sure exactly, but I could have sworn I seen something like that on one of those crime shows. So, I never know. They're fiction. They're not fact. So, I'm not really sure. All right, so what else do you want us to know here? Okay. They have a specific one that they want me to grab. That's why they do that. It's probably like super close to my thumb, which means it's a lot harder to have it just naturally flip out. Woo! Okay. The desire is to isolate in this pain, so you are wanting to not be receptive. This is the emotional temperature that you had coming into this reading. Okay. This, you have a choice to not let it disrupt. Okay, so how are you feeling before about all of this? All of this. How were you feeling before you even listen to, maybe it's not just from my reading. It could be something else going on that you think is some kind of a sign or a sync. It's a misdirect, okay? It's not communicating what this critical inner voice that is not yours is wanting you to think it means. How were you feeling before that? You were just going along, doing your thing. Everything was great. You had, your path chosen. You knew where you were going. I'm getting like 3 of Wands here. So you knew where you wanted to go. And you had someone with the 2 of Wands who wanted to go in the same direction as you. And you're like, I'm so excited. And then this came in from the side, wanting to put you in 3 of Swords. Cut that away from you. Mm-hmm. That's what they want. It's not your emotional state until they try to cut in. This is like someone budging in line, being rude. This is someone cutting you off mid speech, mid conversation, mid joke, mid punchline. That's what this person is doing. You were thinking everything's great and wonderful and amazing, and you have the second wand next to you, which, by the way, has come out twice here. I'm having a hard time holding these. Oh my goodness. Twice with the keys and the 2 of Wands here. And this is strong, assertive action, and it is the right hand. So this is something that you are very confident. Whatever this 3 of Cups is, this is a hurt from a past, possibly a past individual who hurt you, who knows what to say to hurt. Why do they get to speak over something that doesn't involve them? That's like a mic drop moment right there. Why do they get to speak over something that doesn't involve them? Your lane and your person's lane. Very clearly, this is a romantic thing. You and your person. 2 of Wands, keys, sun, happiness, 10 of Cups in the upright, the greatest, happiness, right? Why does this 3 of Swords person get a butt in and try to take that from you? Try to influence that. Why? What do they stand to gain? Do you want to give them that? Do you want to live that? And I'm getting no, no, and no, and no. Very clearly, no. But there is a fear. And the truth is, the only person that can put your fear at ease is going to your partner, your 2 of Wands, the other sword that is in this shit with you, the other wand that is in this shit with you, the other cup, the other pentacle, your partner, and going, hey, are we good? And give them that opportunity to reassure you, because that's what they're there for. If you're hurting like this, if you're in fear like this, they're your partner. You're a team. Let them be your best friend. Let them have your back. Let them be there for you. Let them be that, Oh, okay, I'm getting an analogy right now. Okay, so you guys know when you're learning how to bowl, you get like those inflatable things so that your bowl or your ball doesn't go into the why am I wanting to call it a duct for some reason? That's not right. I know that's not right. That can't be right. Maybe I'm just having a brain fart right now. What is being really focused on, like, let them be your bumper. Let them go, oh yeah, that's bullshit energy. It doesn't belong to you or me. Fuck them. Ooh, excuse me. I try not to say that word here. F them. Beep them. Like, whatever. Like, they do not get to intervene. This is them trying to interfere in your two-lane road. Like, you're on a freeway here, and this person is just, oh my gosh, so childish. So immature and selfish and childish. And it may be coming from a wounded place, but it's their responsibility to handle their own shit. It's not for you to handle for them. This is like someone who just never had to grow up. This is someone who looks to other adults to parent them when they're an adult. You don't need to entertain this. But the way to handle this, if you do not want to have a confrontation with this person, especially if it's just like psychic attack, like they're telepathically trying to make you think that these are your thoughts, these are your emotions, and you can tell the difference. They don't know that. If you need reassurance from your partner, that is a really solid way to diffuse it without having to directly confront this energy, especially if this is someone you know and they're in your life and you have to deal with them. And with kids coming out earlier, this could be like a nasty ex. This could be, it could be a lot of different dynamics, guys. And this person is just giving me the. I am so happy that you're not in this anymore, that this person can even get so territorial to try to do this because they feel threatened. And you know what? It's because they do shit like this. This is why you're not interested, because they do shit like this. You have someone who knows this about you, and they are there. Let them reassure you. Let them be that bumper. Okay. Is there any... Okay, so... Ooh. Go within, surrender. This is something that word is triggering. Surrender sounds like unempowered. This is the most empowering thing you could do right now. Because when you do this, you are demonstrating how powerless they are. When you go, hey, we good? And you don't involve them at all, and this person is like, yeah, why wouldn't we be? You're awesome. I'm excited about where we're going. Like, yeah, sure, everything's great. Like, we'll get where we need to go when we get there. I just want to kick back, listen to some tunes, and chill. And you're like, oh, so all of this was an illusion projected and utter bullshit. And this person will see you do something that they didn't expect you to do, which is trust the person in the same lane as you. Like, this is the freeway, 2 lanes. You guys are like hanging out right next to each other, like making faces or something every now and then. And you got like walkie talkies, and you're like, I don't know. I get the feeling that this is somebody you can be your inner kid with. And yet you are full grown, you are, balanced, you got that emperor, empress kind of vibe to you, but you can be that inner child with them, which is what the sun is all about. Okay, is there anything else? Like, once this advice is taken, once this insight is really integrated, how powerful that move actually is, and how this person will then go, oh my gosh, this 3 of Swords is like inflatable swords. It just pops them and they go, or they pop and they fly around the room like a deflated balloon, making just really embarrassing sounds. because they tried to inflate it too fast and they got too much saliva in there. Oh my gosh, like a whoopee cushion thing. Like you have such a playful energy here with your person, with your partner, your two of wands. Like lean into that because this energy, once you do that, it's like putting a tutu on someone who tries to scare the crap out of you. Like maybe they try to show up in like some Halloween skeletal like ooh kind of a thing, and then you put like a pink tutu on them with like a fairy wand or something, and it just completely detracts from their spookiness. And they're like, wait, what? Huh? Who? Yep, anxiety. Anxiety. Anxiety is a beautiful thing because you can decide how you feel about it. Okay. Your body doesn't know the difference. Let me say that again because it's true. Your physical experience of anticipation is the same experience physically of anxiety. So instead of giving to this like wimpy Three of Swords bullshit, embrace this. Get excited. Reframe it. Choose to go, you know what? I'm gonna tell myself that this anxiety is anticipation. This anxiety is actually me anticipating this. Say it over and over and over again. Say it 3 times just to like deflate each one of these inflatable swords. Just own that. And then observe how the change ripples out because they will instantly react. Next time you're doing dishes, or if you remember this. So you had like some kind of oily something and like some pasta or something, and it was in a bowl, and you fill it with hot water, and you put 1 drop of Dawn dish soap in it, and watch how instantly everything moves away from that drop. That is the level of change that you will feel the moment you tell yourself that you're excited. You're in anticipation, not anxiety. Anxiety takes away from your personal power. It robs you of your positivity. And yeah, this thief ain't got shit on you. All right. Is there anything that you would like to communicate? Final synchronicities for this collective? Maybe an outcome, a result as, of actually owning this? We have 8 of Wands, internal, towards you, facing you, communication within. You may be able to connect more clearly telepathically with this person. You may be able to feel more clearly what's going on, as well as the boundaries, the bumpers. That's what they are. They're bumpers. Yeah, no, I said that already. Oh my goodness. You'll be able to feel the difference in these boundaries and reinforce them even more clearly because you see them, you sense them, you're aware of them more defined. Quiet nature and insight. So you're going to be observing. You're going to be able to observe more. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles. What is the deal with this Queen of Pentacles here? Now, like the typical traditional way of observing this or reading this would be that it's a receptivity to a abundance. Like I have everything I need within me. I don't base my worth upon other people's standards or how they view me. I'm aware of what I'm capable of creating, and I don't need them to define me. I don't need them to tell me what I'm capable of. Yeah. Okay. So this was in specific answer to this Queen of Pentacles, and my question was, what do we need to know about this? And this is successful career palmistry, but this is a Ace of Cups facing towards you. This is about you giving to yourself. And it's not like it's about this power in surrendering and letting them be your bumper. And turning this anxiety into anticipation, giving to yourself, choosing to manifest positive, choosing that is giving to yourself because you want to be happy. You want to be at peace. You want to move back into this feeling of embracing this amazingness just before this rude person tried to dupe you out of it, right? Mm-hmm. This is you giving yourself that back. And this whole thing was a giant exercise in you knowing. Until now, you were like, I'm not so sure. But until you thought that you might not have it anymore, you didn't know it was what you wanted with all of you until you thought you didn't have it anymore. Wow, so many mic drop moments. Oh my goodness, so many. And, you know, I had the Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck and the inverted, which was like, you know, you have an idea of how things once were, and you're not sure if you can recapture how they once were. And it's like, dude, it's like it was, but better. It's like it was, so it's like all the familiarity with new things to discover. Taking anxiety and turning it into anticipation. Instead of going, well, if it's not the exact same, then maybe they're not the exact same. And if they're not the exact same, then maybe we can never have it. We won't have it. Wow. Deep breath. Pause. Slow exhale. I don't want to be on that ride any more than you do. So choose not to be, because you don't have to be. You could be like, oh my gosh, I'm at the top of the wild thing right now and it's going to drop and oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then it drops and then you're living and you're having fun and you're hearing them scream like a little girl. Whether they are female or male, still, like, they're screaming. And then halfway through the fall, you guys maybe take a moment and look at one another and be like, gotcha. I know this about you now. Like, there's a playfulness with this person. They can take any anxiety you have and shed light on it and flip it into an anticipation. So they are them, yes, and there's new things to discover, new memories to be made, new things to share. All right, is there anything else? This will be like the last installment here for this reading, for this collective. Ooh, that hopped right out. We have the King of Swords in the upright, which immediately was like, we began this reading with the King in the inverted, which is the reversal. You're taking your control back. You have that opportunity here to assert exactly how powerless this rude, immature, childish person who wants you to parent them when they're a grown adult, showing them exactly how powerless they are, reversing any illusion of control they may have, and taking it back. King of Swords knows the truth. They make logical, hardcore decisions every day. They do what they have to do for those that look to them. They feel like they can involve their heart. They can involve money. They can involve, like, everything needs to be logic and it has to balance. And it has to be the truth. This king does not tolerate lies or deception. And that is what this rude ass person is all about. So you see that truth. Congratulations. Feels much better, doesn't it? You are resilient. You are stronger than you know. And that strength is seen, or this person would not know this is some of the crap going on around the two of you. And I say the two of you because sometimes you see this shit happening with them and you can be their bumper because you're teammates, you're partners. You know that this person cares about you and it's doing everything they can to be as transparent as possible. And that is not something you could say for Inflate a Sword over here. So You're also, as said earlier in this, you have Emperor and Empress energy, meaning this is one facet. You're not only King of Swords. You understand how powerful cups are to creating balance in abundance, in truth, in being able to create. You don't elevate one above the other. You understand that they are the four foundational poles to your foundation. If you take one away, you don't have a home. You have a strong triangle, yeah, but you have to have that fourth pole to include another person. You need to be able to give. And you are capable of that. That came out earlier in the reading. So this is just an affirmation for some of you that, yeah, the other side of this situation, your partner, knows exactly what you just did. This is telling you, because you thought, for some of you, it was something that I said in my story that had you thinking, oh my gosh, the world's ending. This is them going, no, if you want me to talk directly to you, this is what I'm going to say. I'm not talking in code to you because Inflate a Sword does not intimidate either of us. We don't need to move in a fashion that is, oh, I'm scared of the inflatable sword. Maybe it will cut me. No, they're not moving in fear with you. If you want to know what they think, there is something in here that you know, because you already received all that download, and it could be one word, and it unlocked a whole movie of information like that. Having that experience reaffirms that you're not alone in this, and that the two of you together, you have a resiliency, a strength. You guys have been through so much schmuck. Schmuck. I guess schmuck is the word for today. You've been through so much schmuck. And I really like Inflate a Sword too. It's kind of funny. That this is your reward. You held on to your light. You kept your love there. You kept yourself open to seeing the positive, and you endured, and you were resilient. And this is your reward for being on the other side of that, because the love that the two of you are capable of giving, you can't find easily in other individuals because they don't know themselves well enough to be able to offer that much of themselves fully and authentically in the moment with you. You would always feel like you were just playing a role, and a major piece of who they are was never present. So awkward silence energetically, way too often. This is a brilliant sun presence, radiant. And you're always being surprised. Yeah, another affirmation. They are the same. They are familiar. They are able to be that playful person with you. And they have new things to share. So have fun discovering these things. Treat it like a treasure hunt. Now, where did they put that egg? I know that there's one left, and we can't call off this treasure hunt until we find that last egg. Otherwise, we're going to end up with a sulfur smell, and I'm not having that. So you're like, okay, where would their mind hide this last sparkly egg? And you're just utterly fascinated when you discover it. Maybe it's right in front of your nose. Maybe it's in plain sight, but it camouflaged really well. Maybe it's in a really clever location. Maybe it's somewhere where they left a love note for you. And that love note could be, I don't know, maybe a piece of origami that they created. It may not be actual words. It could be something that they created through action. Now that is channeling. Okay? I hope we slayed this dragon together, this inflata. We're just going to say inflata and schmuck. They're inflata and schmuck. This is like a really fun reading. There's so much humor in it. The divine, the love within me, sees and honors the divine and the love within you. Namaste.